My name is Anael. I've been working with the Heartlight method for around 10 years. For me, when I started, it really changed my life. So then I felt that I wanted to give this to others also, this opportunity. I've been working with people most of my life, and with this method something else happened. We could come much further and go much deeper, and it actually makes a difference in how people's lives manifest. One client that I had 1-2 years ago, he was struggling. He had two marriages that had crashed with a lot of drama in just time frame of maybe 5 years. And in 1 week now he's getting married, and he's in a really beautiful relation. And this is what I see. This method helps us to really open up inside ourselves, to accept what we need to work on, to accept our limitations. And when we do this, we can also access our gifts to give something very beautiful to the world and to people around us. But many times we are shaped by experiences in our childhood to close down. And when we close down to these experiences, we close down to our gifts as well. And this method, in a very simple way, actually, it helps us to access what's inside of us. Many times in our childhood we meet difficult situations. We have experiences that is too hard for us to handle in this moment. And then as a protection, we kind of take it out of our awareness. We put it in our subconscious, and there we think that it goes away, but it really doesn't. It goes just out of our sight. Then later in life we want many things. Everyone wants to be happy, we want to have a good relation, we want to be good looking, we want to have lots of money and do fun things, basically. We want meaning and purpose in our lives. But also for all of us, some things manifest as we want and some things does not. And the interesting thing is that the power of manifestation of our conscious parts is very low compared to the subconscious. I feel like the conscious mind is like Commodore 64 or whatever the computers were called, like in the 80s or 90s. It works, but it works very slow. But the subconscious is like the newest computer from 2023, like it goes very fast, it has all of these high-tech things. So depending on the situations we experienced that was very difficult for us, there is kind of misunderstandings that are made. So we think that we need to be in a certain way, or life is like this or like that. It can look in many different ways. But in order for us to be able to create what we need and what we want in this life, we really need to bring what's unconscious up in our conscious mind. And many times it's very painful because we need to relive the pain that once was too big for us. But it's not dangerous. But it can be really difficult to do this on our own. And there is many techniques, of course. There is psychotherapy, there is many different ways of working with self-development and things. But for me, when I met the Heartlight method, things started to change. My life started to change. Many years I was more or less paralyzed. I had a life, it was just very small, very strong anxiety, very strong depression, coming and going in waves. And I coped, I managed, but it was not satisfying. And I can see in retrospective that I was hiding from myself in a way. And this method, the Heartlight method, it pointed me where I needed to go to dare to meet myself and actually start to consciously manifest my life. Concretely, if you come and you want to work with this, many times we work via Zoom. It's very practical. It's easy to make time in people's everyday busy lives. Usually 1 session per week is good, like 1-2 hours we meet on Zoom, 10-15 sessions maybe. It's not forever, it's not something that we need to do all the time for long periods of time. It's intense. We meet, we do exercises, basically very simple exercises. I or other facilitators are not going to be there telling you what your problems are, what you need to do or anything. Actually, you are the one who know yourself best. And you have your answers and you know the path that is right for you. My role, or the role of the facilitator, is to sometimes point a little bit and to kind of walk with you through passages of difficulty or like emotional pain or difficulty to see what is there. We use different exercises like making drawings or guided meditations, things like this, to access what is hidden in our subconscious. Some of the exercises that we do, you can kind of keep and you can use them in your life afterwards also. And what is really precious, I feel, is that it gives like a way of thinking. It gives a way of being with ourselves, with our emotions, with our inner processes. It's like a crash course in understanding ourselves and how we work and how we can bring our needs and our longings and our gifts out, really. Yeah.